Here's the introduction to this chapter by our authors. They start out by saying one of Cornelius Van Til's many unpublished syllabi was an overview of the history of the Christian apologetics entitled Christianity in Conflict. The title aptly characterizes Van Til's view of apologetics in two ways. Well, first, he saw apologetics as properly confronting unbelief in non-Christian thought. So we can kind of view this as kind of our offensive rather than defensive. But in that sense, it stands as a point of conflict between Christianity and non-Christians, religions and philosophies. So Van Til was not opposed to going on the offense and bringing the Christian message out into the world, out into academia. And some people might claim that he focused too much on academia based on his writing styles. But second, then, he argues that there is an internal conflict within Christianity over the method and approach to be used in apologetics. And here where I think a lot of critique happens internally within Christianity is that he seems to be very mean towards other people. And whether or not that's warranted is probably up for debate, although debate in love always, please. And so that's where our authors pick their point to start off with here.
Right. So this this conflict here, this internal debate was and is between defending Christianity by the improper approach of accommodating it to unbelieving presuppositions of non-Christian thoughts. Right. So that's one problem. Versus defending it by the proper approach of challenging those unbelieving presuppositions, right? So that's kind of the issue that Van Til wants us to see. And so this twofold note of conflict is characteristic of the Reformed approach to apologetics, especially, as you mentioned, practiced by Van Til, as well as Gordon Clark and their disciples. So on the one hand, there's the conflict between Christianity by the improper approach of accommodating it to the unbeliever's presuppositions. And they're arguing we don't have to go there. We can help the unbelievers see that they have no basis for their presuppositions, their worldview, right? So that's one position. And then defending it by the proper approach of challenging those unbelieving presuppositions. So these presuppositions don't work, right? So that's kind of the twofold approach here, that this conflict that they're getting at.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.